Hello, hello, friends. I jinxed it a bit yesterday when I said I hope everybody has nice weather today, tomorrow, today, because now I have gloomy weather. It's so cloudy. It's still really bright outside, but it's so cloudy, and it all morning has just looked like it's just about to rain. I don't think it actually has yet, but still pretty gloomy. Today we're on to Rat Run puzzle number 7. If you haven't seen the other ones, I have 1 through 6 linked in the description below. These are super fun series of puzzles. Today, number 7, multiple choice. Let's go ahead and click this here. Rat Run 7, multiple choice. Experiment 7, codename Black, 17th July, 1974. I expressed my concerns that we are introducing too many teleports too quickly, but Elliot assures me that the technology has been rigorously tested for many months. He likes to use the analogy that it's not really that different from sending a fax, but I'm not sure how convinced I am. It's been about 2 weeks now since I looked at number 6. I recorded it before SudokuCon, and it's been about 2 weeks, I think, yeah. But I know the last one I did had 1 teleporter in it. So for this to have 2 teleporters, oh boy, or more than 2, wait, we have several. A, B, C, D, E, F, it looks like. 6 teleporters? I don't know where I got 2 from. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Rat Run 7, multiple choice by Marty Sears. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Okay, so the numbers 1 through 9, once each in every 3x3 region. Every row, every column, we're going to try to fit those in here. The aim of this experiment. Finks the rat must reach the cupcake by finding a path through the maze. The path must not visit any cell more than once, cross itself, or pass through any thick maze walls. Okay, so we're going to start our path here, and we need to somehow figure out where to go to get to this cupcake. It might be really easy today, and we just go right to it, like this, right? But we can't pass through any walls. Let's get our little pin tool here. We can't pass through any walls. We also can't run along the walls. Through the center of the cells, we can't pass through walls. Do we have diagonal movement today? As well as moving orthogonally, so up, down, left, right only. Finks may move diagonally if there's a 2x2 space in which to do so, but may never pass diagonally through a round wall spot on the corner of a cell. Okay, so it looks like if we were to move this way, we could go diagonally like this. That would be an okay move. But if we were running up this side, we would not be able to cut the corner and go diagonally here because your path crosses over the round corner, and that's not okay. We did learn in a recent video about the diagonal movement whenever you have like an AB pattern along the line, how the diagonal movement would change what you're ending on. I don't know how to, bishop's move, I think somebody called it. I'm not sure exactly how to explain it. If I'm trying to get from F to A, for example, and my pattern is AB, like odd, even, or high, low. But when I do this, A is odd when I want it to be even. I would need, no matter where I go, if I only move orthogonally, it's only ever going to be the same ending. Unless you move diagonally, then that would change the pattern. And that's really cool, and I'm going to remember that. It could come in handy today, who knows. We have teleports. Entering a teleport will cause Finks to be instantly teleported or instantly transported to the matching colored teleport. From there, she can continue her journey. Matching teleports always have identical digits, but teleports that don't match always have different digits. Okay. So A and A are going to be the same digit, but it's going to be different from B. B will be the same, but it'll be different from A and C and D and E and F. So we have 6 different digits on these. Okay, noted. We have 4 in the same region here. That's interesting, actually. What else do we have? One-way doors. Finks may only pass directly through a purple arrow if moving in the direction the arrow is pointing. An arrow always points to the smaller of the 2 values it sits between. My cat's scratching at the door. In the middle of me reading the rules. I kind of like this new camera setup. You can kind of see in the corner down here when the cats are scratching at the door. And, you know, I'm not crazy. They do constantly want to go in and out of that door. Of course, if you have a cat, you know. Okay, so the one-way doors. Finks may only pass directly through a purple arrow if moving in the direction the arrow is pointing. An arrow always points to the smaller of the 2 values it sits between. Okay, so, running through this hallway to get out, right? We have to go this way through this door. That's probably a bad example. let's say here, I cannot go this way through these two cells. If I wanted to pass through these two cells, I would have to do it in this direction. And also, it points to the smaller of the two values it sits between. So no matter if the line goes this way or not, this cell is smaller than this cell. This cell is going to be smaller than both of those, actually. This cell will be smaller than that, etc., etc. And our test constraint today. In this experiment, for any two adjacent digits along the correct path, one can be divided by the other to give an exact integer. For example, one is a multiple of the other. Ooh. Any two adjacent digits along the correct path. One can be divided by the other to give an exact integer. One is a multiple of the other. So, like, 3, if we have a 9, we could put like a 1 or a 3 next to it, but we couldn't put like a 5, 6, 7, 8 next to a 9. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a lot to think about. As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description if you'd like to solve as well. There's also, this time, links to the first 6 Rat Run puzzles that I've done. And there's a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle, a link to a playlist with all the Sudoku puzzles, Sudoku-ish puzzles I've done. It's not always Sudoku. I kind of want to start by sitting and thinking about my options, right? Of what can go next to each other on a line. So I actually kind of would change this to center only today, just so I don't misclick on the lines. I thought about a 9 in my example, where like I could have a 1 and a 3 next to it, and that would be fine. But 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 can never go next to a 9. 1 is kind of safe because I could put anything next to a 1. 2 through 9 are all divisible by 1. If I have a 2, I could, of course, have a 1 or a 4, 6, 8. If I have a 3, I could, of course, have a 1 or a 6 or a 9. Some of these are going to be like 5 and 7. Ooh, that's good. Okay, I don't want to skip ahead in case there's something else. 4s, 1, 2, and 8. 5s. I can only ever put a 1 next to a 5. There's nothing else. 6, I could have a 1, 2, 3. 7, I could only ever have a 1 next to it. 8, 1, 2, 4, 9, I have 1 and 3. Okay, so some of them only have 2 options. Like 9 can only be next to a 1 and a 3. So every time I have a 9 on the line, specifically, this is only on the line, it'll have to be between a 1 and a 3. Or a 3 and a 3, or a 1 and a 1. But 5 and 7. If I have a 5 or 7 on the line, it's gonna have to be a situation like this, where I could have a 5, 1, 1, and like the ones wouldn't break Sudoku. Or at the beginning or the end. Same thing with 7. Okay, that's important. Was there something else that could only have 2 numbers next to it? Like 9 could only be next to 1 and 3. 6 had 3 options, 1, 2, and 3. 8 has 1, 2, 4. Because with the smaller numbers like 2 and 4, it could be bigger than a 1 or a 2 that I use, or it could be smaller than 8 that I use. Okay. Let's think about drawing the line. I know for sure I have to start here, right? Definitely starting by Finks. So she's gonna run down this hallway, no matter what. I have to go this way. Now I need to decide, do I want to keep going this direction? Oh, actually, already I don't want to. Because then where do I go from here? I can't, this is a one-way door that's blocking me. I could get to here, but then after that I don't have anywhere to go, so I have to go down here. That's scary because my 5s and 7s I'm worried about. In this region, I have to use all of the numbers 1 through 9 somewhere. So if I were to take the line this way, I am using all of the digits 1 through 9, which means I'm also using a 5 and a 7 somewhere. I can't put 5 and 7 anywhere in the middle here where the 2 adjacent digits would see each other. So if I for sure need to at least go to here, I need to decide what to do after. Would it be possible to go this way? This would have to be a 5 or a 7. None of these would be able to be 5 or 7. Could this be another 5 or 7? And then I could do like 1 and 1. That would work if I go this way and I want, no, that doesn't work. Because if this is a 5 or 7, this would be a 1, so I wouldn't be able to have another one here. I don't think I can ever use every single digit in a region. I don't think I can do that. I think I have to just start by going through this teleporter here. Okay. And then these 2 digits are going to be my 5, 7 for the for box 1, right? Ooh. This could be a, ooh, this could be a 5, 7 with the shape of the line, and I could have a 1 here or here, but I again forgot I would have a 1 here, and also there's the inequality sign. So I think this is gonna be my 5, 7. This for sure needs to be a 1. My other digits, I think this is going to be a 9, because 9 can, I need to put a 9 somewhere. It can only go between 1 and 3. This is an interesting spot because this could be the same digit right now. No, it can't. Whatever this digit is also goes here, which would see this. So this does need to be 2 different digits. Okay. I'm gonna put a 9 here then, and this will be a 3. That's the only time I can use a 9 is right next to my 1. Right now, 5 and 7 are kind of interchangeable. I don't think it matters which one is which right now. Next to a 3, I could have a 1, of course, a 6, or a 9. So the only thing left is a 6. Perfect. Next to a 6, I can do a 1, 2, 3. I've already used a 1 and a 3, so I have a 2. Now I have options of 1, 4, 6, 8. In this region, I've already used a 1 and a 6. So this is either a 4 or an 8. Just because of Sudoku, this also needs to be a 4 or an 8, which luckily go next to each other. The inequality says this is going to be an 8 and this is going to be a 4. So our teleporter, we're going to end up down here where we have to go this way no matter what. This needs to be okay going next to a 4. So this would be a 1, 2, 8. I believe are my only options. It sees a 1. If this is a 2, 8, then this is also a 2, 8. So now it sees an 8, and this is just going to be 2. Perfect. Still, I don't think it matters which one's which with the 5, 7. I can't see any reason why it would matter so far. Okay, so this is a 2. Next to a 2, I could, of course, have a 1, or a 4, 6, 8. This sees a 4 and an 8 because of the column. So now this is a 1, 6. Oh, wow, actually, these are one-way doors, so I have to go this way. Ooh. All right. Which means I'm going to end up over here, and I'll have to pick which way to go. Okay, what can I do with this? I'm again using all the digits 1 through 9 in this box somewhere. There's 2 that are not on the line. I probably want this to be 5, 7, right? There's a cat scratching at the door. There's no way. All right, minimal distractions today. We're gonna focus, right, Luna? She's just eating food though. This is really... I'm trying so hard to focus. I really am. This is interesting. What can I do with this? Okay, 5 and 7 need to go in this region somewhere. If I were to just make this 5, 7, that'd be pretty easy. I think. I would have to put a 9 somewhere. It would have to be between a 1 and a 3. Let's think about that. Well, let's think about this. If this is a 1, I can put anything next to it. If this is a 6, this has to be a 1 or a 3. Okay. I do have the option of putting 9 up here, but then I would have to put 5 or 7 on the line. Or maybe... That's a good way of thinking about it. Okay. If I were to put 9 off the line, it would have to go here. I would want this to be a 5, 7 because this would be my other 5, 7, but that means this 5, 7 is broken. So, either I'm stuck putting 5, 7 somewhere in the middle of the line, which is impossible, or I just need to put 9 on the line. Okay, so let's put 9 on the line. Let's think about where 9 could go. It needs to be between a 1 and a 3. 9 can't go here because of Sudoku. If 9 were to go here, this could be a 3 and this could be a 1. But there's nothing bigger than a 9. If this were a 9, this would be a 1 and this would be a 3, and that would be fine. Or if this was a 9, this would be a 1, or... Ooh, this can't be a 9, because if this is a 1, this would have to be a 3, but that breaks Sudoku. So this is the only place 9 can go in the region. Perfect. These are going to be a 1, 3. But since this is a 3, this is a 1, and this is a 3, this just needs to be bigger than a 1, which should hopefully be kind of easy. 6 goes between 2 and 3, which is perfect. 1 is a wild card. I can put anything I want here. I already have a 2, a 3. This could be a 4. I don't want it to be a 5 because this would have to also be a 1. It can't be a 6. I don't want it to be a 7. This would have to also be a 1. An 8 is possible, and I already have a 9. All right. Next to a 4 or an 8. If this was a 4, this would have to be a 1, 2, 8. So this would be an 8. If this was an 8, this would have to be a 1, 2, 4. So this would be a 4. Meaning, yep, 5, 7 does go up here. Perfect. There's no way this can be an 8 because these can't be larger than 8. So let's make this a 4 and this an 8. Both of these are larger than 1 and both of these are larger than 4. These are going to be the same. And these are going to be the same, but that seems fine. Now this is an 8. And where do I go from here? Is there any Sudoku yet? Oh. Do I have vertical roping? I do. Oh, that's interesting. 2, 6, and 3 are gonna go right here. The other ones I have like kind of 5, 7, but this is for sure a 2, 3, 6. That's interesting. Am I going to use every teleporter? That's another good question. I didn't think about it that way. I don't think I can. I don't think I would have to pass through E several times, and you're not allowed to do that. Okay, I'm not going to use every teleporter. I also need to remember, I made a mistake in a previous rat run video where I was using the rules for the lines on the non-line cells. But I need to remember, the 2 adjacent cells one being a multiple of the other, that only applies to the line. That doesn't apply to everything else out here. I'm gonna remember that. What do we do with an 8 here? This is interesting. If I were to go to the right, I would need to choose whether I go up or down, and then I come out through here. If I just go through the left, I end up going through here no matter what. So either way, I'm going to go this way. Is that something good to think about? Either way, I end up going through here. Because of Sudoku, what are the digits I can put here? I can't use a 1. I have a 2, a 3. I can't use a 4, a 5, a 7, or a 9. Well, I don't know if that's good to think about. 5, 7 are going to be interesting. But what? You're yelling a lot. You're not normally this vocal. Wow. 5, 7 would be interesting here, but I can't use a 1 in either one of these cells. So I don't think either one of these could be a 5, 7. That might actually, I might have less options than I thought. I could go like 8, 2. Then I wouldn't have anything after. This might have to be a 3, 9. Oh, I want to do that again. I can't use a 1. I could use a 2. I could use a 3. They both see a 4. I could use a 5. They both see a 6. I could use a 7. They see an 8. I could use a 9. I don't actually want 5 or 7 here because if one goes here, this has to be a 1. If one goes here, this has to be a 1, but they can't be. If I were to make one of these a 2, both 3 and 9, neither one of those will work next to a 2. I think this just has to be a 3, 9. Ooh, which means wherever I go from the 9, one of them needs to be a 1. You know, if I come in this way, it'll be 1, 9, 3, or maybe I go 3, 9, 1 or something like that. But it also means I can't connect directly here. So this is going to go this way. Next to an 8, I need a 1, 2, or 4. This sees a 1 and a 4, so this has to be a 2. Perfect. Up or down? From 2, I can put next to it a 1, 4, 6, 8. It won't be an 8 because it sees this. But 2, oh, I can't do a 1 actually because this is on the greater side of the inequality. So it wouldn't be a 1 or an 8. It would just be a 4 or a 6. Up or down? both seem fine. I believe I would have to do a 1 next. No. I could go 6 and then 3. 6 is greater than 3. Then this is a 1, 9, 3. That would all seem fine. Do I want to think about this right now, where I'm going? Ooh. This 5, 7 is really nice in a row right there. I need to put 5 and 7 in here somewhere. It's not going to go in the first row, so the first row is safe. It also can't go here. Both 5 and 7 need to go in the bottom row down here. And I can't think of a way I could get 5 and 7 in here with like 1, 1 because it's in the same region. I think 5 and 7 are going to go down here, and I want the line to go up. There's no way I can get the line to work with a 5 and a 7 down here. It also means 5, 7 needs to go... Okay, so 5, 7, they both go in here. I know they're in the bottom row, which means in box 8, I need to have a 5, 7 in this row, which means this is going to be 5, 7. Nice. That's good. I also could have just said, because I've used all the other digits in the row and this needs to be a 5, 7, but I liked my way of thinking better. It was more fun. Okay, after a 2, I can have a 1, 4, 6, or 8. Those are all my options. It sees an 8 because of the region. It can't be a 1 because this is on the greater side of the inequality symbol. So this is a 4 or a 6. Next to a 4, I could do a 1, 2, 8. I can't do a 2 or an 8. And then after a 6, I could do a 1, 2, 3. So this is a 1, 3. So, ooh, I can't use 9 down here. So 9 has to be in one of these cells. If this has to be a 1 or a 3, I might want this to be a 9. Well, what's wrong with this being like 3, 1, 9, 3? That would be okay. But 9 has to go here or here. I'm glad I thought about that. I almost just penciled that in. What else goes down here? Don't want to think about that. I have a 5, 7, 4, 1, 6. I still don't know what goes up here. 8, 9, and 3. Okay. Let's see. If this is 2, 4, this is a 1. And then what? It's a wild card. If this is 2, 6, this is a 1 or a 3. And then kind of a wild card. Maybe I'm going to think about this. If this is a 9, I would need a 1 somewhere. Or a 3. I know I'm either going up or down. Oh, wait, look. If I go down, look. If I go down here, I would have to go up through here, and I would have to have a 1 on both sides, and I can't do that. So I'm going to go up. And then I'm going to go through this teleporter. Very cool. I think I need to pencil my options for this 3, 9. Like, wherever the 9 goes. Gosh, could these both be 9s? 1, 9, 3, 9, 3? I think it could be. Possibly. Okay, let's go with this. I need an 8 up here. After a 3, 9. After a 3, I could have a 1. I'm trying to figure out what E might be, but I think I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Let's do this first. If this is a 1, this could be anything. If this is a 3, this would be a 9, so this would have to be a 1. Either way, I have a 1 here. That's good. If this is a 1, then it's a 1. If this is a 3, then this becomes a 9, so this is a 1. If this is a 1, let's think about it this way. If this is a 3, this could be a 1, 6, 9. If this is a 9, this needs to be a 1 or a 3. This is a good way of thinking about it. I feel like I have too many options right here. Oh, I also need to consider if this is a 3, it's because this is a 6. Ooh, wait. 6, 3. Next to a 3, if I can't use a 6, this would be a 1 or a 9. But that could be a 6 if this was like 4, 1, 6, 3, 9. Shoot, maybe something else. I feel like I have too many options still. Is there Sudoku I can do? I have a 2 down here for sure. I think I said I have a 1 here no matter what. I still feel pretty good about that. Either this is a 1 or this is a 3 and this is a 9, so this has to be a 1. So if 1 goes up here and 1 is also here, I'll also have a 1 down here. A 1 and a 2. It can't be a 3. I could use a 4. I don't know what I'm doing with 4 yet. It won't be a 5. Could it be a 6? I think it could be. It won't be a 7. It won't be an 8. It won't be a 9. Oh, that's actually less options. It can't be a 3. I said it could be a 4. It won't be a 5. It could be a 6. It won't be a 7. It won't be an 8. It won't be a 9. But it's definitely a 1, 2. A 2 can't go here. Is this helpful? What goes here? A 4 or a 6, and then a 5, 7. So this is a 4, 6 pair. So this needs to be a 1, 3, 9. That's it for the region. Okay. I think I went in a little bit of a roundabout way to figure that out, but these 4 cells are 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a 2, I have an 8, so this is a 1, 3, 9. Okay. I got there eventually. So can I lessen these options even more, actually? If this is a 3, it's because it goes 6, 3. I still think this doesn't need to be a 9. Because I think I could do 1 or 3, 9, 3, and be fine. That's really interesting, but I think it's still okay. I'm gonna come back to this. I think I spent a lot of time thinking about this, and I still don't feel confident taking anything out of there. 1 and 2 definitely go down here. So if this were to be a 9, this would have to be a 3. I can't use a 1 up here. So if this was a 9 and this was a 3, that's fine because this would be a 3, 9, 1. That might be okay. Next to a 3 is going to be a 1, 6, or 9. Next to a 9 is going to be a 1 or a 3. I can't put a 1 up here, so this becomes a 3, 6, 9. And now I'm just kind of figuring out the best way for this pattern to work. After a 3, I could do a 1, but not in this region. So this would have to be a 6 or a 9. Next to a 6, I could do a 1, 2, 3, but this can't be a 1 or a 2. A 3 might be fine. I think I need more options here. And the next to a 9 would be a 1. Okay, I don't have enough options. I don't think I could put a 6 here. 1, 3, 6, 9 is 4 digits, and these are 4 cells where I have to use 3, 6, 9. I don't see an escape out of that, since the only really way out of this 1, 3, 9 pattern is putting a 2 next to a 6, but I can't use a 2 in this row at all. So, this has to be a 4. That's the only way that's going to work, which means this is going to be a 1. So this is going to be a 3, 9 pair. This is also a 3, 9 pair. One of these is definitely going to be a 6. Okay, meaning I won't be using 6 down here. Again, I think I went really roundabout with that, but it worked. It ended up working out. This can't be a 5 anymore. This is a 6 or a 7. This is a 5 or a 6. This is whatever doesn't go here. This is a 3, 6, 9. This is a 1, 2, 4. 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Actually, it's an 8. Okay, interesting. Now, I could have 1, 3, 9, 3. What else could I do with this? One of these is definitely a 6. A 6 can't go next to a 9. So if this is a 6, this is a 3. If this is a 6, this is a 3. I don't think either one of these can be a 9. because the other one would have to be a 6 and that doesn't work. So let's make this a 9, this a 3, this a 9, which would go next to a 3, and this would go next to a 6. I hope that's right. I did a lot of process of elimination there, so I'm pretty sure it's right. That's gonna cause a lot of mistakes later if it's not, though. Teleporters are 6, so let's make this a 5, meaning this won't be a 5. 6 and 7 are both bigger than 5, so that's fine. Can I do more here? I can't use a 2 here. I think this is as far as I can get with this. Both 5 and 7 are bigger than these. Cool. This 5 doesn't help narrow down these yet. This 6. What do I want to do with this? I need to figure out whether I want to go to A, B, or C afterwards. Wow. I need to go left, up, or right. And I need to use a 1, 2, or 3. So if I were to go up, I see a 2 and a 1 here. 1 and 2. So this would have to be a 3 if I go up. Meaning this would have to be a 1 or a 9. It would be a 9. It would also be good to think about what digits can even go here. B, even if the line doesn't go through B, I still need to follow Sudoku, and it still needs to be the same digit. So B either needs to be a 9, 3 or a 6, 7. 9, 3 or 7 specifically, just because of Sudoku. It sees both of these columns already. And then it also sees a 6. 3, 7, 9, it might see a 7, I don't know. 3 might see a 3. Green, it sees a 6, and it sees a 2, 8. I think I still have a lot of options there. Yellow, it sees a 1, it sees a 2, it sees a 3. I think I could have a 4. It could be a 5. It can't be a 6. It could be a 7. It can't be an 8. And it can't be a 9. Okay. Well, okay, this is good to think about. Since I have the roping over here, 4 and 2 could go next to each other. It is still possible to get out this way. But if this ends up being a 5 or a 7, I don't want Finks to go through teleporter A. Okay. C, I still had a lot of options, right? I could use a 1. I can't actually because this is a greater than symbol, so it wouldn't be a 1. I can't do a 2. I think 3 might be fine. Can't do 4. Could do 5. Can't do 6. Could do 7. Can't do 8. Could do 9. Does that help me try to figure out where I want to go? It might have been better to look at which one of these could actually be a 1, 2, 3. This would be a 3 if I went that way. This way sees a 3, but a 1 or 2 would be fine. This way sees a 2 and a 3, so it would be a 1. 1 is a wild card. I could do anything after that. 3, this would have to be a 9, but that's fine. 1 or 2. 1 is a wild card. I could do like 2, 8, 4 or something. Well, what else then? All of those work. Do I want to start thinking about from the cupcake where to go? This is a one-way door. Could just go like that. From the cupcake, I have lots of options. Oh, I could even go diagonal. Oh my gosh. I think this works. Ooh. I keep thinking if I take this teleporter, I need to go up, but it's just if I go... It's just that that direction's okay. I could go anywhere out of here. What else? Is there Sudoku I'm missing? That happens sometimes. I mean, no, it doesn't. 3, 5, 7, 9, 3, 7, 9, 6, 7. Maybe if I take it one step further. I had options for each of these cells, but what if I were to go further? Like if this goes 6, 3, 9, that's okay. What if I actually Well, I kind of did because like I said I could go like 2, 8, 5, 7, right? This can't be a 1. Um, so if I were to take the line to one of these, they can't be a 5, 7 because I can't use a 1 in this row. Wait, maybe I want to think about what goes in this row. Look, okay, look, I keep saying that. I need a 3 in this row. This was a cool spot. Can't go where I already have digits. A 3 could go here, except I would need a digit smaller than it here, and I've already used a 1 and 2 in the row. So 3 can't go here. 3 can't go here because of Sudoku. So one of these will be a 3 for this region, no matter where the line goes. Meaning these will not be 3. Whichever way I go will not be a 5 or a 7 because I can't put a 1 here. That means the 9s are safe. Oh, this actually can't be a 3 because of this. But one of these will be a 3 for sure. Don't want to keep going with that. 4. I do need to use a 5 and a 7 in this region, in this row somewhere. They could go here. I have a 6, 7. I need to put an 8 somewhere. I was kind of saying that 2, 8, 4. This is a lot of options still. This was a good spot. I liked that. 6, 3, 9. Or 6, 1, 3, 9, maybe? Or 6, 2, 8, 4. Those are all options. Maybe I want to think about where do I go after? Let's do Sudoku. I need a 1 in here. It can't go here. It's also not greater than. Lots of options. I have a 2. I need a 3 in here. It's not going to go here and it's not going to go here. So one of these is a 3. That's fine. A 4 cannot go here. So 4 needs to go up here or down here. I don't have as much information down here as I thought. 5 and 7. I only have 1 5. A 6. That might be good, actually. A 6 has to go here or here. If this was a 6, this would have to be a 5. And that might be fine. But 6 does have to go there or there, which means these won't be 6. 4, 5, 7, 9. This is narrowed down to just 3 digits. A 3, 6, and a 1. This can't be a 1, so the only thing it can be is a 6. Oh, really? Oh, that's so good. I need a 1, 3, 6 in here. This can't be a 1 because it's a greater than symbol, and it also can't be a 3, so this needs to be a 6. Nice. Okay, well now I have a 1, 3 here. And then I said this has to be a 5 because this needs to be smaller than a 6, and it can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, so this has to be a 5. This has to be greater than 5, so 6, 7, 8, 9. It sees a 6 already. Okay, is this helping me? This is going to be a 3, 7, 8, 9. What can I do with that? This can't be a 9. This can't be an 8. This could be whatever it wants to be. Okay, now, do I have something that's going to work in a really cool way? I do still have the option of going to 8, 4 here. I do still have the option of going 6, 3, 9. I do still have the option of going 6, 1, 3, 9. I hear a cat scratching at the door again. Maybe I did. Maybe I imagined it. I don't see anybody. Not on this side, at least. I'm getting closer. I'm getting options here. Is there a set? I mean, like 3, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 3, 7, 8, 9. Eventually, I'm gonna end up with like a quintuple or something, right? Oh, if this is I need to clean up this. This can't be a 3 anymore, and this can't be a 3 anymore. What else? Oh, what if I think about, like, where does yellow go in here? Whatever yellow is, it goes in here somewhere, and yellow is not orange. Thinking like that might be helpful. This is red. Where does green go in here? So thinking like that, maybe? Or is there more cleanup I can do with my pencil marks? Maybe I should think more about... Oh! If I take it one step further, if I were to go through yellow and I go 4-2, that's fine. Where do I go then? Okay, I can't go towards a 3, but I could go towards a 6. Let's say I go like 4-2-6 or 4-2-6. After the 6, it can only be a 1, 2, or 3. Neither one of these can be a 1 or a 3. I think if I were to pencil this, I would have seen that. I don't think I actually want to go through yellow. I can make it a couple cells, but then after that, I'm stuck. So let's say yellow's off limits. I don't want to go that way. So these are safe to do whatever I want with now. Which means I'm either going 6-3-9 or 6-1-3-9. All right. One of these has to be a 1, just because of Sudoku. I think this is a 1-2, isn't it? 3, 4, 5. I have a 6. I have... Is this the only place 8 can go? Ooh, this might be a 1-2. Well, if I need a 1 and a 2 in this region and 1-2 can't go anywhere up here, then these have to be 1-2. And then this will have to be an 8. Nope, I do have 2 options for 8. I take it back. But this is a 1-2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everything else is options. I missed that, but very cool. This is a 1-2. 6-3-7-9 or 6-1-3-9. I should have just said 9. 6-3-9 or 6-1-3-9. What can I do with that? One of these is definitely a 9, so I can't put 9 anywhere else in this row. Gotta open the door for my cat. What else can I do? Okay. Is there more Sudoku? I placed a 1 and I placed a 2. I've also placed a 6. This box is looking like I can do something here. Like, I need a 1 over here. I need a 2 in here. 3 is gonna be here somewhere. Hey, once I placed these, I am limited to these numbers in these cells, and this is the only place 4 can go. So no matter what that is, a 4. Okay, it's a start. What else can I do with that? 3 has options. 7 can go anywhere. 5. This is the only spot 5 can go. Would you look at that? 8 has options. 9 has options. Okay. I no longer want to go this way. Look at that. Look how nice things work out. That was, what did I said a quintuple was what I was going to be looking for. We had 6 digits instead. Wow. 7 and 5. I don't know here yet. Okay. This is 7, 9. This is a 5. I have 1, 2, 4. That's okay. This is a 4, so this is a 4, meaning I can pencil what these are, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 5, so this is an 8, and this is a 5. This also means I know where I want to go here. I don't want to go through a 5 because this can't be a 1. And I can't go this way because this option does not work. So let's go up. And this is going to be a 3, and this is going to be a 9 because that's the only way it works. Now what? This becomes a 9. This is a 7, 8, so that's cool. It means 7 goes here. From the 9, I can use a 1 or a 3 after it. I could go here and use a 3. I cannot go diagonal, and I cannot go this way, actually, because I have a 1, 3 in this column already. So I need to go down. Meaning this is going to be a 3, so this will not be a 3. I want to double check. Oh, this is a 7, so this can't be a 7 anymore. This is an 8, 9, but this is a 7, 8 pair, so this becomes a 9. I might want to see my options here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it looks like. 5 is only bigger than a 4, so this becomes a 7, 8, and this becomes a 7, 8. But this is an 8, so this is a 7, and this is an 8. 4 means that can't go there. That's okay. All right. Now that I've gone this way, where do I go? This is a 6, 7, 8 for the column. I think all of those are still fine with Sudoku. So I could go 3, 6. Then this would have to be a 1, 2, or 3. It would have to be a 2, which I think is fine, but it is an option. If I were to go this way, next to a 3, I can do a 1, 6, or 9. This, I can't use a 1, 6, or 9 in this column anymore. Let's pencil it so I see my options. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I have to go down. There's no way I can get from a 3 to any of these digits. Let's go down. Let's make this a 6. After a 6, I can do a 1, 2, or a 3. So I'm either going to go diagonally or like this. But either way, I'm going to go towards the 2. This can't be a 4. So what do I do with that now? After the 6, I go towards a 2. This is a 6, so this is a 7. This is a 6. This is a 7, and this is an 8, and this is a 7. After the 2, I could go, like, I could go 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, or maybe something over here. 1, 2, ones are wild cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This can't be an 8 or a 5, so it's a 1. These can't be 1, this can't be 5, so it's an 8, and this is a 5. This can't be a 6. Okay, so 3, 2, 4, 1. 3, 2, 4, 8. 3, 2, 8. 3, 2, 8. This, I can't go diagonally this way. That's really interesting. This little dot here. When I glanced at this before, I thought this was the black currant, the 2-to-1 ratio dots. It's not. Maybe more Sudoku. Maybe I want to think about after. Oh, I have a 7 on the cupcake. Oh no, I can't put a 1 here. Oh, I broke something. Oh no. Oh shoot, I made a bad assumption somewhere. Oh, how do I fix this? There's a moment here where if I didn't care about trying to be anonymous online, I would be yelling at myself and using my middle name here. I could put the same digit. Like 1 is divisible by 1 and I get an integer. And 8 is divisible by 8 and I get an integer. I'm not that stuck. I could do like 7 and 7, right? And go directly this way. That would work. Oh shoot, have I missed other things where I could have... I haven't had the opportunity to move diagonally yet. until here. So I think I'm still okay. Well, like until here technically, right? And there's never a situation here where I would have gone like 9-9 or something because it's in the same region. So I don't think I missed anything yet until now, but that's wild. I didn't even consider that. How many rat run puzzles is that now where there's like a tricky step about using the same digit or something like that? I think the only way I can get here now, since this is a 7, is if I go like this and make this a 7. This can't be a 7. There's no way 7 connects to 5 or 4 or 5 here. I can't get a 1 in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. I believe that's how it's gonna have to go. And then what? I need to have a 1 somewhere. I can't get a 1 here. I can't go diagonally this way. So I have to go this way and get a 1. And then wild card, I have options. What else is in this column? A 9. Which has to go next to a 1 or a 3. That's wild. That's wild. I could get a 3 or a 1 here still, I think. I can't go this way, so I need to go this way. This has to be a 1 or a 3. And this is a 1-3 pair, so this becomes a 4. I definitely am going this way. After that, I don't know. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 6 and this is a 9. Oh, I could just go right back up, couldn't I? Or I could go this way. What is this? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At this point when I broke it, I stopped recording because I figured I was gonna be here for a long time thinking about what to do, or like I was even about to reach out to Marty for a hint because I felt like I had done well so far. But actually I'm glad I figured it out kind of quickly. That was neat. Let's see. I could go up this way. I could possibly maybe go this way depending on what my options are. This is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What needs to go here? This is no longer a 6. This is a 2, 3, so this is a 2, 3, but it can't be a 3, so let's make this a 2. I mean, this is a 3, so this is a 2. Misclick, this is a 6. If this is a 2, this is not a 2. This is a 1, 3 pair, this is a 2, and this is a 1. 2 means this is a 7, and this is a 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the line is going to tell me where to go. If I were to go this way, it would be 3, 1, 8, 2, 1, 4, 2, 6. I have options there. 6, oh, I did say the 6 needs to go to the 2. So now that I have the 2 there, from the 2, I need to go either to the 8 or to the 4. If I went to 8, 4, I don't have anywhere to go from here because I can't go diagonally through there. So let's go to 4. From there, I need to go to this 1, and then I have tons of options. I can't pass through this 7, I can't, or through this 5, I can't pass through the 7. I can't go this way, I can't, oh, I can't do diagonal. I actually just need to go through the 2, actually, because I don't have a 1 after this 5 and 7. After 2, I have 8, 4. I think I would like to go here. And then I think I need to go this way. From the, I shouldn't say I think. From the 8, I can't go towards a 9, I can't go towards a 5, I can't move diagonally because of these dots, and I can't go towards a 7, so let's go here, and then I just need to connect these. So 8 needs to go next to 1, this needs to be a 3, and this needs to be a 1, and this needs to be a 3. Nice! Nice! Experiment completed successfully. Cells visited 42, one-way doors used 2, teleports used 4. Although initially startled by the noise of the teleporters, Sphinx quickly became adept at using them. Heart rate returned to normal by the time the cupcake was reached. That's good. She calmed down in time to eat the cupcake. Teleport B overheated after use. Further calibration required. Which one's B? Was it orange? Is this one B? It is. Oh, look, I finished it again. Very cool. Oh, I thought for sure I broke it. I started panicking. But no, I could put 7 and 7 next to each other. I'm kind of, man, I didn't think about that. And I'm really glad I didn't miss anything with that earlier. Because even after I realized this was an option, then I thought, oh, I should have been considering that the whole time. I could have broken it. But I think for the most part, I stayed contained in the same region with each of these sections, right? Um, like here, there wasn't any diagonal movement. It was just, you know, in the same row. Wow. Oh, this one was fun. This was a trek. This one was really good. I liked also the different teleporters. Like the yellow ones are the same number and the green ones are the same number, but they're also all different from each other. I forgot to consider that. Ooh, I didn't use that. I wonder if that would have made my life easier too. Like, hey, I've already used a 4 on a teleporter. That means I can't use a 4 again. That kind of thing. I'm curious to go back when I'm editing and see if I made it really hard on myself by forgetting that part. But it was nice. Like, I knew that the orange teleporter needed to be one of these numbers just because it sees these columns already. And then like, pink needed to go up here somewhere. That was really cool. Very nice puzzle. I really enjoyed this one. Finks is getting a lot of cupcakes. I'm really happy for her. Very nice. Let me know how you all did in the comments.